Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm going to do a news brief about a news article in 2022 on BBC News. The topic is China property crisis. Why homeowners stopped paying their mortgage? So this is my outline. I will first introduce what happened to China and the reasons and details about it. Then I will introduce the reaction of the government, and last but not least, the news resources. So, in 2022, hundreds of apartment buyers in China stopped paying their mortgages. And one of them is a young couple who moved to Zhengzhou, central China. They told BBC that after receiving the down payment last year, the developer withdrew from the project and construction stalled. So why does this phenomenon take place? It is related to the property crisis in China. So to know the reasons and details of the property crisis, we need to know the background first. First, China's property sector makes up a third of its economic output, including houses, rental, and brokering services. And second background is real estate accounts for about 70% of personal wealth in China, and home buyers often pay upfront for unfinished projects. So the developer uses the upfront to continue very many projects at once. So it's one of their money resources. And here are some factors of the property crisis. You may view it as causes. The first one is Beijing's zero COVID strategy. The repeated lockdowns and continued restrictions have affected the citizens' incomes and such affect their savings and investments. So they have less cash to invest in the property investment. Second factor is the demand for homes is rising. China is undergoing a demographic change with urbanization and population growth slowing, which means their population growth is become less and less. So their demand for houses may be decreasing. That means less sales for property developers, so they have less money. And this is an important one. This is called the Three Red Lines. It is a financial regulatory guideline that restrains the real estate enterprises to loan too much money. It is first introduced in about 2020, I think. It is first introduced by Xi Jinping. He said the house is for living, but not for speculation. We want to lower the house price. So this is my mind map of this article. As you can see, these are the three factors I mentioned, which cause the real estate market have less money to do their job. And because of less money, they may unable to repay their debt or finish the projects, which cause their withdraw money and stall the projects. And because citizens are fear that their projects will be installed and they can't get their money back. So they are fear to invest and buy new houses. And the banks were unwilling to lend money because they think the real estate market they are not confident in this market. So which costs less money. And one of the bad results of this property crisis is that in 2021, Evergrande Group, which is the second largest property developer in China by sales, has defaulted on its $300 billion debt. And the reaction of government. According to the news, the local governments offered home buyers reduced deposits, tax rebates, and cash subsidies. And for developers, they offer them relief funds. And in this BBC News article, it has also quoted other news from other news websites, like from Financial Times. China issued $148 billion in loans to help property developers. And for Bloomberg, mortgage holders may be given a payment holiday without it affecting their credit score. And this is my news sources, the BBC one and the other two one. And that was my BBC News brief. Thank you.